Yeah, the humidity is going to be coming back, and that means the heat indices are going to come back up as some areas, and this is just for a general broad brush of the area because temperatures come Saturday and Sunday could be varied across the area from maybe the low 80s further north to the low 90s further south. This gives you an idea. Really, the heat index could reach 95 to maybe 100 as we go on Saturday. That would be the better shot, or at least a higher confidence we're going to see it. Less areas as we go Sunday will probably get closer to the upper 80s and 90s. That also depends on cloud cover, so that threat is a little bit lower, but still it's going to be a thing to keep in mind of too. Once again, stay well hydrated. Regardless of the temperature and the heat index, it definitely is going to be muggy throughout this whole time period too. Now for tomorrow's highs, mid to upper 80s, we could see a few 90s out there. The dew point's going to get closer to 70 probably in the afternoon, so it definitely will feel hot and muggy out there once again. A few showers in the morning, I think less in the afternoon. It'll probably be remaining dry through about the evening time frame. Now as we go on to Saturday, as the difference really starts showing up here on Saturday on temperatures, you can see there's a boundary somewhere up through about just north of Eau Claire there. Around the low 80s further north to the low 90s, so quite a difference. So that means the heat index towards the southern areas could get close to 95 to 100. Further north, that won't be much of an issue too, but muggy conditions and showers and thunderstorms going on probably morning, a break, and then more probably late afternoon or evening time frame too. So the whole day won't be a washout, but we definitely will be dealing with thunderstorm activity. Now for tonight, we just got that little bit of a disturbance lifted north. Really, it's between drier air and more moist air. Basically, that's the difference coming through right now. So along with that transition, we get a little bit of shower activity that'll persist. Light amounts. We'll probably see a little bit of a break late tonight and through early, well, almost to the morning break at a time as you wake up. We might see additional activity begin to develop too. That'll come through the area maybe during the morning commute, especially further north you go as you see some scattered showers. Light rain amounts shouldn't be anything heavy to speak of. It'll be a lot more clouds than actually precipitation for areas. We'll see the break in late morning, early afternoon, and then the winds pick up. The dew points start coming higher in the afternoon, and then it's all about what goes on Friday evening as that boundary kind of sits right north of Minneapolis. And we're going to see showers and thunderstorms eventually develop along that, but it may not be until we get to late in the night. You'll start seeing a little bit of development right there by about 10:30, and then it's going to begin to push further southeast towards Saturday morning. So we'll have activity probably late Friday night, Saturday morning coming through. Now the flash flood threat has been up to about slight risk given the amount of rain and the periods of storms will come through. That is basically looking at Friday night into Saturday, and in additional areas we have going Saturday into Sunday too. As you note, the better threat is further north as you go as of right now. And if you can see that with the rain amounts, pretty much we're looking at about 3 to 5. This is just a broad brush area. In these areas, we likely could see some areas, this goes all the way through Monday night, that might get up 5 to 6 inches. It depends on how the thunderstorms train out. The confidence lowers with the amounts as you go further south and west. So that's what we're looking at right now. It still could change. Now the severe threat Friday night and Saturday morning, we'll have to keep an eye as these storms do dive south. They could have a damaging wind factor if they stay together. Also the flash flooding thing, as I mentioned too. So that's late Friday night into Saturday morning time frame as we're looking at. And then we have another round Saturday night into Sunday. A lot of question marks on where this will be, and where basically it'll depend on what it goes on the previous night. But still that threat is once again with some damaging winds. This might get upgraded to possible too as we get closer to the event and we can nail down actually the timing of things going on. But overall, it's going to be a busy, active weekend. Not washout days on Saturday or Sunday, but you definitely will have showers and thunderstorms in the area, mostly at night through the early morning hours. The humidity will be high and temperatures will slowly come back down. The humidity level really doesn't drop off until we get probably to Tuesday. So definitely stay tuned, especially if you live near areas that kind of are flash flood prone or prone to a lot of rises and small creeks, because we will have a lot of water coming through this weekend and hopefully drying out by the time we get to about Tuesday or Wednesday of next week.
Yeah, anyone in the floodplain, watch out.
Yes, as we've known from Milwaukee too in urban areas, but rural areas can see the same thing of like the Kickapoo and other areas too that typically do flash, kind of as we go flashy type creeks.
Sure. All right, Greg, thanks very much.